What up, world? So, take two at me trying to do this July movie talk video on The Rock. If you smell what I'm cooking, I ain't gonna do no impressions, man, because I'm a butcher the way that The Rock usually does that shit. But man, like my top 10 favorite Rock movies, man. I've never seen The Tooth Fairy. Don't worry. Doom is the absolute wackest movie I've ever seen from The Rock. I think even he said that he didn't fuck with that shit. That they didn't do their game justice. And Hercules. I liked Hercules. If you see my review, it's already posted. But I didn't like it enough to get it into my top 10. At number 10 is a movie that critics hated. I love it because of The Rock's performance. Be Cool. It's the sequel to the 1995 movie Get Shorty. F. Gary Gray took over as director. And you got John Travolta's character. He goes from trying to make movies to trying to make music. He gets involved with Uma Thurman, Christina Milian, Harvey Keitel, Vince Vaughn. The Rock plays Vince Vaughn's gay bodyguard, and it's just his performance in this movie is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, just for the Rock performance, man, check that shit out. At number 9, I got Get Smart. It's a movie version of I think a '60s TV show. It came out in 2008. Steve Carell plays Maxwell Smart. Anne Hathaway plays Agent 99, his partner, and The Rock is like the man in the spy agency who gets shit done. Steve Carell, you know what I'm saying, he's the bumbling spy who, you know what I'm saying, just through various comedic situations, goes about his business and shit. And The Rock, his character isn't just there to hog the glory, man. He has a little more important role than just that. At number 8, I got Walking Tall, and that's a remake of, I want to say, a '60s movie that The Rock, man, he's in the military, I think. I haven't seen it in forever. And he comes back to his hometown. Corruption, cops ain't shit. If you got money, you basically run the land. And he takes over. You know what I'm saying? He got his 2x4. He got Johnny Knoxville. What the chick's name is, like Ashley Scott or something like that. Kobe Smulders has like a minimal role, if there ever was one. I think she's in the scene where The Rock beats the dude's tail light out with the 2x4. It's pretty good for being one of The Rock's very first movies. And a little side note, man, I think it's funny how the whack ass Walking Tall sequels were done. Like Kevin Sorbo, the original Hercules, took over for The Rock, and now The Rock taking Hercules from Kevin Sorbo. At number 7, I got The Rock's very first starring role, The Scorpion King, and I mean it's a fun movie, man. If you really think about it, man, it's ridiculous. You know, The Rock and trying to be on his Conan the Barbarian type shit, and him, Michael Clark Duncan, Kelly Hu. You sit down, just turn your brain off, and like that shit, man, and it's dope. And just ignore the sequels, the Randy Couture sequels, the Part 3. I don't even know what that shit is called. I ain't never seen them. At number 6, I got what I think is the most underrated movie on this list, Faster. It was pretty much The Rock's return to action. After he did the Game Plan, Gridiron Gang, The Tooth Fairy, pretty sure he fired his agent on Race to Witch Mountain. Which I've been trying to find Race to Witch Mountain on Blu-ray with a crispy ass brand new slipcover, and I've just been putting it off. I don't know if I'm gonna even find it. But Faster, he got out of jail, and he's got to go through Carla Gugino, Billy Bob Thornton. I think Jennifer Carpenter is in it, and he's on the fast track to revenge. And I mean, it's a badass movie for not expecting a lot from it when I had first seen it. At number five, I got Pain and Gain. Just like with Be Cool, like not a lot of critics like this movie. Um, this may be The Rock's best ever acting job. Cause I mean it's based on a true story for one, and Mark Wahlberg's in it, Anthony Mackie's in it, directed by Michael Bay. Um, I mean it could have been a lot better, but what The Rock did with his character was dare I say phenomenal, man. He played an ex-convict who basically gets influenced by Mark Wahlberg to go with him and do this fucked up shit, and then he has a drug problem, which makes the part all that more entertaining. Um, Another movie, man. Check it out if you haven't seen it. At number four, I got The Rundown, and this was The Rock's like second leading role, directed by Peter Berg, Sean William Scott, Christopher Walken, and Rosario Dawson are all in it. The Rock is like a hired hand, and he's hired by Sean William Scott's dad to retrieve him from South America. And then he's got this backstory that he doesn't like to use guns. He's trying to like save up his money and be a chef. And I actually heard, man, through a post from The Rock on one of the social medias that him and Peter Berg are talking about a sequel. I would love to see a sequel to The Rundown, man, because this might be the most entertaining movie on his list. And then his chemistry with Sean William Scott is fucking crazy. They did Southland Tales, the weirdest movie The Rock has ever done, and then they did Planet 51, an animated movie all together. At number three, I got Fast and Furious 6, The Rock's second movie in the series. I mean, The Rock is Hobbs. Everybody knows this. He's chasing Luke Evans' character, and man, the movie's been out for a year. So if you haven't, like, if you want to get mad about spoilers, man, go watch the movie and then come back and watch this video. But he needs Vin Diesel crew to help him hunt down Luke Evans' crew, because they're all into cars. They all can drive like bats out of hell. And Paul Walker, you know what I'm saying, rest his soul. It's talking about Clear Our Records, Clear Everybody Records, Tyrese, Ludacris, Vin Diesel, Gal Gadot, Sun Kang, all of them. And The Rock is like, cool, we do this. And the longest runway I've ever seen in real life or feature film is in this movie. And I mean, toward the end, it's got just badass Rock fighting scenes. For two, I got Snitch. And before Pain and Gain came out, man, I felt like Snitch was The Rock's best acting performance. It's very well maybe the second most underrated movie I got on this list. And it's another true story, as well as a couple other titles I've mentioned. And John Bernthal from Walking Dead is in it. Michael K. Williams from The Wire is in it. And like The Rock is put into this situation that I mean, he has to go to depths that he didn't even know that he had in him for him to survive, for his family to survive. You know what I mean? So like, it's another movie that came out last year, man. The behemoth that was The Rock in 2013, man. Snitch came out in February. G.I. Joe Retaliation came out in March. Pain and Gain came out in April, and then Fast and Furious 6 came out in May. He was the highest grossing actor of 2013. I think it's clear as day, man. My favorite movie from The Rock of all time to this day is Fast 5. Because I mean, for most of this movie, it's The Rock versus Vin Diesel. That was the build-up going into this movie. This movie made the series like a heist series, not just about the cars, not just about racing. And The Rock comes in, this badass fucking agent. He's looking for Vin Diesel. He's looking for Paul Walker. And he, like, as soon as he gets into Brazil, motherfucking Vin Diesel, this is Brazil. Like, that shit was cold. Just one of the best fights over the past few years was Vin Diesel versus The Rock. And The Rock just badass Hobbs, just get the fuck out of my way. And I mean, it's just cold, man. Like, The Rock is a cop. Like, he's not a bad guy, but he's not with the group that you're rooting for, and that just made the movie all the more better. And I can't wait to see what happens with his character in Fast 7. Before iMovie fucks up my recording and deletes my shit again, man. Let me know your top 5 favorite movies from The Rock. What up, man? I'm brain farting on the filmography that he's done that I didn't put in here. Like Hercules, did you see it? Do you fuck with it enough for it to be a top 5? Yeah, like The Rundown, Gridiron Gang, The Game Plan, Doom, Be Cool, Get Smart, The Tooth Fairy. He's done a lot of movies. I mean, you could easily get 10, but I just want to know your 5, man. In August, as I did with my March video, I did Schwarzenegger. So August, I've been planning this video for Grip. I've been planning this video ever since Sabotage came out in March. I'm gonna do Sylvester Stallone in August, movie talk. The Expendables is a mid-August release, so expect a video mid to late next month. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Peace.